Hello guys, Stone here. Today I have a very rare chance to show you guys of this LG Docomo Disney phone. The model number is DM-01G. And what makes this phone unique is that it's extremely rare here in Europe, simply because it's not available over here. So, why have we put the back cover apart? Because first of all, I want to show you guys that one of the features of this phone that it is IP67 rated, which means that it's water resistant and dust resistant. So as you see, we have 3000 milliampere hours battery over here. We have the nano SIM slot and as well as micro SD SIM slot. We have the flash here, 13 megapixel camera. The laser autofocus is here, the back buttons, the speaker over here, and the back you can see you have the NFC here, and we have this rubber seal which protects the battery from getting water inside. So let's snap this baby up nicely. Okay, so when everything is nice and secure, let's take another look at the phone. As you can see, the back cover has a really nice kind of metallic finish on it, very similar to the LG G3. We have a microphone over here. We have the speaker as well. We have a hole to put some kind of a charm or a strap on. Over here we have the 3.5mm jack. Oops, let's snap this one up. Okay, that's fine. And at the bottom we have the standard micro USB charging port. We have another microphone over here at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that. We have this very nice Mickey logo over here on top. We have the front-facing camera over here, and we have a notification light just over here, and of course our speaker grill. Now, we unlock the phone either with our pointer finger over here when pressing this button, or we can just double tap to wake. Now, as you can see, you see the notification light over here when I unlock the screen. No, it doesn't show now. Anyway, now, what are the other parameters of the phone? We have the Snapdragon 801 processor clocked at 2.5 GHz, the Adreno 330, 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of storage, plus the micro SD card slot. Now, let's unlock this baby up, and when you see they have a custom animation over here, which is kind of unfrosts the whole screen, as well as the screen shutdown animation is kind of Mickey Mouse one. You can see over here. Can you see that? There we go. There we go. It's really neat. So, what is this phone about? It's a Disney phone, which means that we have a bunch of nice, very high resolution Disney wallpapers, which I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. You have these custom icons over here, and you have the custom capacitive buttons over here at the bottom, which are really nice, and you can reorder them depending on how you feel. I've noticed that especially the guys from the US, they feel that the back button should be over here on the left because of the Motorola phones being on the left, and let's say Samsung ones, the back button is on the right. So you can tweak that out of the box. So now, as I said, you have the icons, you have the wallpapers, you have the custom icons over here, and the whole UI you can see in the menu. When you go in the settings, the whole UI is a little bit tweaked with blue and white accents. So now, one very major feature of this phone is the Mickey window cover, which unfortunately I do not have, which is one of the best things about this phone. They have a quick circle cover with actually, let me show you guys. Let me show you. I've got a picture of that in the gallery. Okay. Now, that's the cover, basically. You have a custom widgets over here, and you have Swarovski crystals over here and the Disney logo, which is quite nice. Now, okay, let's get to that a little bit later on. So you have the features. I'm gonna show you guys quickly just the wallpapers over here. You have these okay, let's see, wallpapers. Yeah, so you have this Mickey wallpaper, you have just a bunch of nice cool wallpapers pre-installed, because it's nice, because in a lot of phones you just have 2 or 3 wallpapers and they're really not nice. So you have this a little bit of a, you know, boost when you get your phone in first. Okay, what else? The Snapdragon 801, as I mentioned, 2.5 GHz. The performance is absolutely nice. It's faster than the G2 and especially the G3, of course. So basically what this phone is, that's a LG G3 internals and an LG G2 screen, because the screen is not 2K anymore, it's Full HD, which helps improve the battery life, screen on time, and overall performance of the phone. The speaker is exactly the same as the LG G3. It gets the job done, but it's just nothing spectacular, really. The camera is the same 13 megapixel camera, which is already pretty good. And now let me show you guys in terms of benchmarks. So we have the Antutu Benchmark, which was updated today, by the way. And let's see what are the results that I have. Okay, so I have 54,186 points according to Antutu. And when you go to the rankings, we're a little bit at the bottom, of course, 54,000. We are kind of better than the Lenovo K3 Note, we are better than the TV 1S, and we are, let's say, almost as good as the LG G4. But what's the main difference, let's say, between LG G4 and this phone? When you play certain games on the full HD, I mean not on the full HD, but on the 2K screen like the LG G4, the performance struggles because the GPU is not that powerful and the processor not that powerful to push all these pixels. With this one you have the full HD screen, so you have full power all the time. I'm gonna show you guys, Epic Citadel is one of my favorite benchmarks, and I'm gonna show you guys the screenshot that I took, which shows what this phone can do. As you can see here, we have ultra high quality, the resolution of the screen, it's not, I mean, 1920 because of the buttons over here, but anyway, average 46.4 FPS. I just did the same test on the LG G4 and it came out 38 FPS, which means that for most games you're gonna get excellent performance, better than the G4 on this phone. So what else can I show you about this phone, guys? We did the specs, we did the hardware tour, we did the features. So there's not a lot that I can say about this phone. Yes, another thing, the themes, you can't really change the themes out of the box, because as you see, some icons are changed over here, but some are not. It's just because the theme engine didn't support all the icons that you may install, and there's no way to change that. Fortunately, you have Nova Launcher, just install it, change your icons, there are no problems about that whatsoever. And the other thing is that being a Docomo phone, it comes with quite a lot of bloatware. So you have at least 10 different Disney applications, you have a couple of other Docomo disaster kit, which could be, of course, disabled. And I'm gonna show you guys, even without root, you can go to settings, you can go to apps. Yep, you can go to all, and let's say auto GPS. You don't need that. Why do you need auto GPS on all the time? You just hit force stop over here. Yes. Disable. Yes. There you go. It's disabled, it's not draining your battery, and everything is fine. Another thing I want to show you guys is, have a look at that. When we open up the camera over here, it's not the very fast camera, but anyway, there we go, the camera. And when we try to take a photo, have a look at the sound. Once more. Yeah, that's very fun. And one last feature I want to show you guys of this phone is the, I'm not really sure how is that called, but let's see if it's gonna be good to activate that. When you toss the phone like that, yes, I did it the first time. You have this really nice Disney animation coming on your screen, guys. which is, I mean, it's something small, but it's something which brings a smile to your face. So, if I have to sum up, the build quality of this phone is absolutely fine. There is no major issues with it. It's absolutely good in the hand. It's exactly the same size as the G3. The hardware is pretty much perfect. You don't need anything more for a full HD screen, which you have over here. The battery is 3000 milliamp hours, plenty of battery left, better than most of the nowadays phones. And the most important thing is that you're gonna be unique with this phone. Now, the only problem that I have with this phone is availability in Europe, of course. And the very last but not least place is the price. Now, I know that originally this phone comes with a Swarovski, elements on the case. And it's a pretty nice, very rare feature phone. But the price at the moment is £500 or even more on eBay, which is a bit too much, because you can buy, let's say, a LG G3, which is basically the same phone, for only £200. So I would say that if you really want to be unique and you don't care about money, you can always go for it and get the really nice Swarovski case. But if you really need this as a daily driver, you should better look at the G3 or even G4. We can get a G4 at £220 here in the UK, and I believe that it will soon sell for $350 in the US, which I would really recommend. But anyway, this is a very nice, very interesting phone, and guys, I have great ideas about other rare phones that I have. I can show them off to you as well, but only if you, of course, like my video and show some interest in it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. That was my very first video ever on YouTube. I'm not really in front of the camera, but that's the equipment that I have at the moment. But things will improve as soon as there's somebody to watch these videos, actually. And the main reason that I've done this video is because when I was trying to buy this phone, I was looking on YouTube to see some proper reviews, and all I've got is some, Chinese previews of the phone, which is really not enough for me. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and there are some great things coming up in the future. So stay safe and see you later, guys. Bye bye.